What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Love of the Game with Sujay and Paul. And today we're going to be going full on about.
Sir, one topic. Hey, Paul, say, give us a brief about Kevin Durant in the morning, man.
Uh,
That game, the
so,
qualifiers.
guys, if you don't know what Sujay is talking about, so today in the morning, and like if you want to watch NBA games in India, you have to wake up early because starts around 6:30. And some games started around 7:30, so I have to wake up early. So I got up early, and it was the Eastern Conference semifinals. So it's basically the second round. It was the Bucks, Milwaukee Bucks versus the Brooklyn Nets. It was in Brooklyn, and it went into overtime, and it was so close. Kevin Durant had the chance to win the game at the end at a buzzer beater, but he came off short. It was an air ball, but you have to give a lot of credit to the Nets and especially to Durant because he carried the team. So for most of you guys, Sujay, I don't think you know this. So Nets at the beginning of the year, they had a team which comprised of Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant. They got James Harden on a trade. He came across. So they had a strong team, but throughout this playoffs, both Kyrie Irving got out through an injury, and then you had James Harden wasn't himself. He was like a shell of a player, but you have to Durant was amazing. It was a 4-point difference. Like in overtime, the Bucks scored 6, the Nets only scored 2, but it was a hard fought match. And on the other side, so the Bucks have made it through with Giannis and with Middleton, who've guided the team. So they are the team to beat in the East. But tomorrow morning at around, I think it's 7:30 Indian Standard Time, is going to be the second semifinal, which is between the Atlanta Hawks versus the Philadelphia 76ers. So who's going to win that series? It's going to be interesting. The Sixers finished top of the league, top of the Eastern Conference. They were number 1 seed. The Atlanta Hawks was in the 5th seed, and this is going to decide. So again, this is going down to a game 7. So usually game 7s is a do or die. They won 3 games each. So it's going to be interesting to see if Trae Young and the Hawks can beat the Sixers, because apart from Joel Embiid, no one else has been playing well at the Sixers. So hopefully Doc Rivers can fire them up and get them into the finals of the Eastern Conference. In the West, yesterday was a pleasant surprise. Like the Clippers, my God, dude. Sujay, the Clippers. So they lost their best player called Kawhi Leonard. So they lost him in game 4. He pulled up with an injury, so he finished game 4. Game 5, he wasn't there. And game 6, he wasn't there. And they were playing. So the Clippers were the number 4 team in the West, and they beat the first seed, which was the Utah Jazz. And the Utah Jazz, dude, and the first quarter, at the end of the first quarter, there was a 25 points lead. The Jazz had a 25 points lead. And can you imagine if you have a 25 points lead and you've scored the most number of threes, and there is no star player? Like you have Paul George, aka Pandemic P, but right now he's playing like playoff P. But you had that the star guy wasn't there. You didn't have like a Kawhi Leonard, who's a 2 times final MVP, a 2-time champion on the Clippers side. But they were down after the second half. After the second quarter at halftime, they were down by 25 points. But they pulled it through, and they're now in the Western Conference Finals. It's the Clippers versus the Phoenix Suns. But the Suns are going to be without Chris Paul, who's out because of the COVID protocols. So he might miss. He's going to miss. Definitely going to miss game 1. Not sure if he's going to miss game 2. And with Kawhi Leonard, it's touch and go. Not sure how bad the injury is. Could he come back and play? But I think Clippers have an advantage, and they're playing. It's like a team ball that they're going. So yeah, the NBA playoffs are getting interesting. it's fun seeing fans back in the arenas, the crowds, but dude, seriously, getting up that early to watch these matches is tiring. Like even with if you've seen all the stuff about football, preview or reviews, like these matches start late. Like think about guys in India. Even in India, we watch these sports. So think about us when you start broadcasters, when you're doing your timings. So do that.
See, they are professionals, man. It's their work to do that. Come on, and we aren't. I am not 17, 18, or 20, 21 anymore. Okay. Back then, it was very easy for us to follow this game. This passion, this timing, and we never used to sleep. I never used to sleep before, say, 4 or 5 o'clock or something like that. Watching all these games, Copa America especially. This time I'm missing watching Copa America games. I haven't watched even a single game. I have just been following the highlights. We haven't done any segment on the Copa also, but we have to put credit to you. I really cannot get up so early in the morning to watch a game anymore. Even no box. It's not possible. But all credit to you for getting up so early and having the updates for us. Please continue.
Yeah, guys. Like, look, I love basketball. I like playing it, but that's what it is. And make sure you guys tune into the playoffs. It is getting to the business end of it. Got to watch Game 7 between the Hawks and the Sixers. Let's see who comes out of that, and let's see if the Clippers can continue their push to their first conference finals, or if the Phoenix Suns with Chris Paul and Devin Booker can turn it around. Anyways, guys, saying bye from us here at Love the Game. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button. Take care. See you soon.